So today in this video we are designing a packaging label for this jar, for this glass jar, and I don't know what specific I wanna make for this, so let's brainstorm. I have this Pinterest board for inspirations. I save all kinds of images that I like, be it packaging, stickers, branding, all in one. So I'm just going to go through that and select 2-3, like narrow down 2-3 visual styles that I would wanna design the packaging in, and once that is done, then I will figure out which product I want the packaging for. For starters, I'm thinking Makhana, but not Indian. I feel I've done enough Indian designs in a while, so I really wanna experiment and try something new. So yeah, that's what we are going to do. Now I'll find the inspiration. Few options, that is visual styles, color combinations, or the label styles. So let me show them to you quickly. So I'm really into this type of design right now. I think it's actually, this is like core element in my style. I really love raw hand-drawn aesthetics. I love it, just how fun and nice it looks, and it really stands out on the shelf. Then I have this very similar to that one. This is more kind of vintage with the font. I actually like the font. These two are very similar. And there's this one too, like clean vector illustrations. It's so simple, but it looks really nice. So that's another inspiration that I have. So I'm putting these 3 in one category. Then second one is this. It's mostly like gradient effect. And this one is comparatively simpler, minimal. Then this is not a packaging label, but it's sort of like artistic, hand-drawn. Even this will look really nice on the packaging. Just the art drawn all over, like telling a story through the art. And the third one, was it the third or fourth? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, fourth. So the fourth one is this very old school and nice, elegant. Then I really like this one. This is more of an inspiration for the label. Like we can have cutout in the shape of whatever the product is, be it makhana or pasta, and it will pop, which will look really nice. I feel might try to inculcate this into the packaging, but it will be a little hard to do it by hand because it needs precise cutting and all of that. So let's see about this, but I really want to do this because it's something new and it will add a little something wow element. So this one is out. I don't necessarily wanna make it minimal. So out of this 3, I think I wanna go for something from this two. I think let's go for pasta. We can do something like we have this cutout style and surrounding it, we can have the hand-drawn scenery, like inculcate this into the hand-drawn thing and decorate it nicely, like a bowl, and then the pasta shapes will be there cut out, sort of. I think I'm locking pasta in, or should I do makhanas? I think we need to see how makhana is made and how pasta is made, like illustrations, so that we can decide what design we need to make. After seeing the process of making makhana and making pasta, I'm going with makhana because I really want to create something in greens and nature. We are going to go with makhana and sort of want to tell the process, not in a very literal way, in the steps that first this happens, then this happens, then this happens, but just in a visual way. Like these are the leaves of it, and the women are sifting or whatever. Yeah, and I'm not going for a very Indian aesthetic, as I said before. Now the next step is to understand the process more thoroughly. I just saw pictures, so I'll see one two videos, research. First I'll brainstorm on different ideas, layout. Once I have a clear direction, something that I'm liking, then I will go digital. I will make it on Illustrator. So yeah. So after researching, this is the whole process of making makhana. Don't mind my sketching, it's rough and I like doing such rough doodle-ish kind of sketches. First, there's a pond from which they harvest. There's this leaves, big roundish ovalish leaves, and there's trees, there's water, muddy water, and then there's sky. And at the roots of this leaves lies the makhana seeds, which are black in the beginning. So yeah, so they harvest it from this when the leaves get yellowish green. Then they know that it's ready to harvest. Then they go and they harvest the seeds, and then they put in this basket like thing. It's called gaja and they wash the seeds nicely from this. And then once that's done, the black seeds are then put in 3 different stages for like roasting with this sticks like thing. And once it's done at the 3rd stage, then it's like hammered with a wooden tool to remove the outer black shell, and then it becomes the white makhana, which is then processed and packaged. So that was the whole process. Now I have to see how to put this in the packaging. I created the artboards according to the measurements, and now I'm creating the leaves from the pond first, coloring them
and then making the water, adding details, adding the seeds of makhana to the roots. Added those to both the sides. Then I'm making the illustration of gaja in which the seeds are washed. Then I'm placing the gaja in the pond, and I have two versions of it. One is filled and one is just lined. Now I'm drawing the seeds harvested in the gaja and adding it to both sides, adding more details. I'm adding clouds in the sky, then coloring those. Adding more tiny details to the illustrations. Refining the water, refining the leaves with a darker outline. Then I'm making illustration of the woman who is gonna roast the makhana on the stove. Just refining the details and then making the stove. After seeing the videos carefully, I noticed that one person was roasting the makhanas on two chulas simultaneously. So here I'm trying to make one more chula and represent that. Then I made mountains of makhana because that's what it looks like once they are popped. Then adding these circles which are going to be cutouts. Then I'm selecting fonts for the text and then selecting the color for it.
Hi, so it's some other day and we are done with making the label. We have three options. Okay, so this is the first option. Harvesters harvesting the seeds. Goes to the second step, which is the woman roasting. This is going to be cutouts. Here the makhana is popped with this wooden thing. Now we are going to design a cover for the lid. Try to recreate the pond and the roots and the black seeds, and when they pop they get this white makhana, kind of like makhana polka dot, you know what I mean. So now the next step is to put this in a layout and print it out. I'm gonna use a glossy sticker sheet, like the back of it peels off and then you can stick it. It's super easy, there's no need for glue, but it's not super easy. Wait, it's difficult to cut out, like cut it from the tie line, and then it's also difficult to like align it vertically. This is not the best kind of sheet to print out your stuff. Like the GSM of this one is quite less, so I would not recommend this one. Not that I know which sheet is this. Just doing the basic settings, and now we print. Okay, so I'm back with the printouts. Which one of these should I pick? After doing a lot of thinking, I like the first one the best. The next step is to cut this. Here are my cutting tools, and this is my cutter. These are my tools. When I die, they will put this in my museum. Okay, so we have the first label with us. Not bad. Let's see how it looks when I put it on the jar. We have our final things ready. This is the top sticker, lid sticker, and this is the body sticker. But I made a mistake. This is short. Like in the length is short. I don't know what to do. I can cut this off, but it leaves a weird gap. Like the continuity I had planned is not happening. What to do? Okay, so as I was saying, this one still works, but it kills the concept of continuity that I had planned, that it will go like so, you know. So I'll have it settle for the weird gap. Oh, such a cool label, such a cool concept, but so I would say the vision that I had has been accomplished and I've executed it pretty well. I'm pretty sad that the story is not in a continuous manner in the label as it was planned to be. It was my mistake, or it was printer's mistake, I don't know. But in the settings I selected A4 paper and I did not know that it comes default with borders, and I had to select A4 borderless. I'll keep this mistake in mind next time and I'll never select A4 with borders. So now the final step is to stick this on the jar and then I will show you the final results. I'm done sticking the label onto the jar and this is how it looks. I think it looks pretty dope, but I'm not entirely happy with it because of this empty space, and I've stuck it quite unevenly, and the cutting here, which I said I was not sure about, but I had to try it, right? So I feel it will look much better once the makhana is inside the jar. Maybe it will look much better, but overall it does not look bad at all. I would definitely pick this up from the shelf. What do you think? Would you pick this up from the shelf? The most fun part of this video would be putting makhanas inside this custom made jar. Thanks for watching this video, and let me know what you think of this packaging in the comment box below, and learn from my mistakes and don't do those mistakes if you are planning to make a packaging at home or something similar. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. See you in my next one.